netizens have charged Mr. President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu with perjury. Perjury is simply lying under an oath, like telling INEC no when the case is actually a yes, and that's a 14-year imprisonment offense. So for them, Tinubu is guilty as charged because according to an investigative journalist, David Hundeyin, Tinubu voluntarily acquired Guinean citizenship. That's clearly maybe a sin, as you would see in section 28 of the Nigerian Constitution as amended, for someone who likes to preside over Nigeria. So let's see David's tweet first of all. He posted on Saturday and it says, surprise, attaching this passport said to belong to Mr. Tinubu, a Guinean passport. And then in another post, it says on Tinubu's INEC EC9 declaration, he stated that he has not obtained any other citizenship, but he has Guinean citizenship, with his Guinean passport stating clearly that he was born in Nigeria, which means he obtained Guinean citizenship. This is perjury, lying under an oath. How are Nigerians finding this on the space of social media? Precious is saying, wow, as someone who works for an airline company in an international airport and has been trained to spot real and fake passports and ID cards, I can categorically state that this is a real passport document. Also reacting is Chibweze, who says the scandals on Tinubu are too much to dismiss. Having a diplomatic passport of Guinea-Conakry is an issue we cannot ignore. Well, another social media user thinks that the fact that majority is hating on Tinubu doesn't make him a bad leader. Forget the propaganda and all. In general, no saint in government. I repeat, I believe his reign will be better. My opinion, though. More reactions coming in from E. King, who says, "Na una where they indulge that's referring to David, the journalist, and it says on the 29th of May 2023, Bola Tinubu and other elected will be sworn in. Then the difference between social media noise making and real life will be made clear."
Where is Mr. Tinubu?
He's outside the country, he's outside Nigeria, specifically where I don't know. I haven't called him since we finished our work, so...
Is he all right?
No, I lied. I spoke to him about a week ago. He was in France.
Okay. Is he all right?
Of course
medically.
Of course he is. Come on.
No. I'm asking because these are some of the questions that, I mean, we reflect on what is happening.
Let's go there. So since 2002, when he hurt his back, almost every time he has traveled, opposition has said he has died, but he still comes back alive. He'll be back soon.
But I'm not sure they said he has died this time around. They're just worried
he's fine.
They said, look, is he there on a vacation to rest or something?
I believe that he's taking some time out. He needs it. He ran, I think, the longest, the fiercest campaign. He ran, his primaries was the most contested. After the primaries, he went around making peace with all those who were unsuccessful against him. After that, he was busy involved in planning the re-election. And since then, he just ran this marathon like a sprint. And I think that he deserves...
You know what some Nigerians have been saying? They've suggested to him about 3 or 4 places that he could have gone to rest, since now he's now the president-elect. Yankari Game Reserve,
yes.
Ikogosi, Calabar. These are very beautiful places. Now we have a president-elect who has chosen to go to France to go and rest. So Nigeria is not enough to rest. These are some of the questions.
I am conjecturing that is what he went to do, but the Bola Tinubu, I think I know, president-elect, will also be doing some networking. There's no idle moment in his life. And, he overworks himself and overworks his mind. I know that he'll be doing a lot of networking, meeting people, planning ahead, building relationships that might be useful for his government and for Nigeria internationally, and he's a highly connected person.
So you've said that Mr. Tinubu is very okay medically. So you've told Nigerians that. So you were his chief of staff. Would you be playing the similar role?
Unlikely.
in his government?
Well, unlikely, I don't think.
Let me see if you can help us out with some information. Why is the man you were his chief of staff? I mean, he has so much of controversy around him, and I'm hoping that you might be able to clear the air. There are controversies about his age, his true age, controversies about his true educational status, controversy about his name. In fact, there are controversies about whether or not he has dual citizenship, controversies about his past life in the United States. Can you clear the air about this man?
I think that makes it the more interesting. And I think those issues have been ventilated sufficiently. You know what the Nigerian people have decided? Those issues don't matter. That's what they have said by this vote. And in making that choice, the only thing I can say to you is that every time it got more difficult, I used to tell people this was his path to success. There was no easy way. There's no easy day for him. The more difficult it gets, then you can be sure it's a sure juice. And I think that for somebody who has faced all of these obstacles, I keep referring to when he was. I remember when he wanted to be governor. You may or may not recall. For 3 days after the primaries, we couldn't find the state party chairman, the returning officer for the election, and Lagos was in suspense for 3 days until they found the returning officer, and that's the Ashwaju story.
But does he really have a dual citizenship?
That's the Ashwaju story now. And, you know, so the more difficult it gets, the more it brings out the best in him. And for me, I think that now that all of these hurdles have been surmounted, maybe there's a divine purpose. Maybe perhaps, just perhaps, this is where Nigeria begins to turn in the most positive forever. Because sometimes this is just what it is. Because governance is not about sainthood, it is about efficiency. It is about performance, it is about delivery.
So Bola Tinubu is not a saint?
I am not.
wọ́n ní wọ́n ní swearing baba.
Baba ti wọlé wọ́n kàn dààmú yẹn fún wọn.
wọ́n ní pé it's unconstitutional wọ́n swearing baba pé Tinubu Jagaban kò win Aṣíwájú kò win 25% of Lagos and àti Èkó náà. Do you think this inauguration of Tinubu president-elect is going to hold?
This thing na turn by turn.
Na my brother turn.
Na your brother wetin?
My brother turn.
Tinubu turn.
Yes. More na allow am making ruling own time.
That you must win 25% in Lagos or in Abuja.
Yeah.
But what happened? A total general of the vote. You must get 25%.
25%.
Yes. 25% of in every state where you felt you lose, you must get that 25%.
So the petition.
So it's not a criteria that it must be in Abuja or in Lagos.
So the petition levied against him with the from US that he was, dealing with drugs, and give us your review on that one. Don't you think that is going to hinder or is going to affect his chances?
It's a fictitious petition.
Yeah.
That has no base.
It has no base.
Yeah, it has no base. Why I say it has no base? US are a place that you can do almost all those things like that you cannot go away with it. They will get you apprehended and they will do it to you. You can see what is happening with Ekeremadu now. What is that? He imported a child from here to London to harvest the kidney, but now he's facing the warrant.
Yeah,
so their security and things are very tight, more than Nigeria. If actually the man is a drug baron for how many years, they will have apprehended him and maybe prosecuted.
So they are just bringing this one to just man his own reputation.
Thank you very much.
So Tinubu is free to go.
By the grace of God.
Tinubu,
the man is good to go.
Is the man when we want.
So setting up an interim government too, because there are protests in Abuja.
That is not constitutional. And our constitution have not been amended.
Okay.
So Obasanjo won. He was swearing. Yar'Adua won. He was swearing. Good Luck won, he was swearing. So even Buhari won, he was swearing. Anybody that won, according to the Constitution, have to be swearing on May 29 because there must be no vacancy.
Tinubu must be swearing on the May 29
yes.
as the next president.
Because the certificate of return that give it to Buhari and withdrew from Buhari and give it to him.
Tinubu is the president elect.
Right? Yes.
So you support Baba?
The man is good.
Yes.
To go.
Tinubu all the way, sir.
Yes.
He's good to go.
And you come from Tinubu all the way.
He wrote